Garlic, humble yet powerful, has long been more than just a kitchen staple. Throughout history, it has held a revered place in many ancient cultures, seen not merely as food, but as a divine offering. In ancient rituals, garlic was often presented to deities in exchange for protection, blessings for a bountiful harvest, and the promise of healing. It wasn't just its taste or culinary utility that made garlic so special. It was its perceived power, a power that went far beyond physical nourishment and extended into the spiritual realm. The tradition of offering garlic to gods is steeped in the history of ancient civilizations, where it was believed to possess qualities that could communicate with the divine. In cultures such as those of ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, garlic was associated with vitality, strength, and protection. Garlic was used in rituals to honor gods and ask for blessings, particularly to safeguard the people from disease, evil spirits, and misfortune. The Egyptians, for example, held garlic in high esteem and believed it was a gift from the gods that could ward off evil and prevent sickness. Garlic's use in sacred rites wasn't just symbolic. It was seen as a conduit for invoking divine favor, carrying with it a sense of purity and strength that could transfer to those who sought its protection. Why garlic of all things? What made this pungent bulb so revered, so worthy of being offered up to the gods? The answer lies not just in its availability or practicality, but in its very essence. Garlic has long been prized for its medicinal properties, many of which were not fully understood in ancient times but were nonetheless observed. It has the ability to combat infection, to heal wounds, and to preserve food, all of which were of great value to ancient societies that faced frequent bouts of disease and pestilence. This made garlic not only a practical necessity, but a precious tool for survival, which elevated it to a sacred status. In times when health was fragile and the threat of illness was ever present, the gift of garlic was seen as a potent offering that could appeal to the gods to safeguard the people and provide for their well-being. The pungency of garlic, its powerful scent, also played a role in its spiritual significance. In many cultures, strong smells were believed to possess spiritual power, capable of purifying, protecting, and banishing negative energies. The sharp, unmistakable odor of garlic was not merely a deterrent to pests, but was seen as a kind of barrier against spiritual forces. Its scent could clear the air, metaphorically and literally, making it a perfect offering to gods associated with health and prosperity. By offering garlic to deities, people were not just offering a food source. They were giving a symbol of strength, purity, and protection. Garlic's ability to fight off infection and preserve life mirrored the divine power that people sought from their gods. Additionally, garlic was once relatively rare in some ancient civilizations, making it a precious commodity. It wasn't something that could be easily grown or obtained by everyone, which only increased its value as an offering. In times and places where garlic was not as widely cultivated, its rarity added to its sacred status. A rare gift, especially one with such practical benefits, was considered something that would surely catch the attention of the gods, a powerful token to ensure divine favor. The symbolism of garlic as a sacred offering also extends to its resilience and longevity. Just as garlic has the ability to endure and thrive in harsh conditions, so too was it believed to carry a strength that could endure the spiritual and physical challenges faced by humanity. The idea of garlic as a sacred offering also aligns with the broader human tendency to imbue everyday items with spiritual significance. When people rely on something in their daily lives, whether it's food, herbs, or rituals, it's not uncommon to elevate that object or practice to a place of reverence. Garlic, with its strong connection to health and survival, became more than just a practical element of daily life. It became a symbol of divine protection, a physical manifestation of the strength and endurance that people sought from the gods. In this light, garlic as an offering takes on a profound meaning. It's not just about food. It's about connection to the divine, to the earth, and to the very forces of life and death that govern existence. When garlic was offered in rituals, it was not simply to ask for blessings. It was a way of acknowledging the power of nature and the interconnectedness of the material and spiritual worlds. In many ways, offering garlic was a recognition that human beings, though finite and fragile, could tap into the timeless, enduring forces of nature and the divine through the simplest, most humble acts. In modern times, we may not offer garlic to deities in the same way our ancestors did, but the respect for its power, its healing properties, and its deep symbolism continues. Garlic still occupies a revered place in many cultures, not just for its health benefits, but for the way it represents the natural world's ability to heal and protect. Whether in traditional medicine, spiritual practices, or in the kitchen, garlic remains a symbol of vitality, longevity, and the unseen forces that shape our lives. Thus, the offering of garlic to the gods in ancient rituals wasn't just about food. It was about recognizing the profound power inherent in nature's gifts. Garlic, with its healing abilities, its rarity, and its unmistakable presence, became more than just an ingredient in a meal. It was a sacred gift to the divine, a way of connecting with something greater and securing protection, health, and blessings for the future. Whether we see it as a magical relic or a healthful gift from nature, the legacy of garlic as a sacred offering reminds us of its enduring power and importance in human culture, both in the material and spiritual realms.